Finally a double bottom pattern, and tonight we're gonna get the confirmation if this is 100% there to reverse back now to the upside, or if it's just another fake out. I will show you what I believe is going to happen, so stick around here and let's go. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in here. So we jump directly into the weekly chart for today. Bitcoin is bouncing off the EMA ribbon, and we still need to see here a close above $104,000 to be here extremely bullish again. But of course that we are back here at $102,000 is helping a lot. It is helping really a lot here for continuation back to the upside, because we're not that far away of course now, to get here some key levels flipped again to get continuation to the upside. But overall, I will say this straight away, I believe the bottom is in, guys, or we are super close. I don't believe that we will go any lower than here, this area that we tapped, $98,000. I think that was the local bottom, and I think I have also said this the other day already, that I believe that this is it, you know, this is it, and we are not going lower from there. And basically next week will cement that for us with what's happening there. So here on the daily chart, also here we got here so many wicks down here with buy pressure pushing price back above the $100,000 level. Here the imminent resistance is around $103,000. Then we need to break into all the way up here to $105,000, and I said this also yesterday, with a reclaim above this upward sloping trend line, to get a final confirmation that we are ready to go back potentially into a new all-time high here. What is that? Here was just a strange sound outside. I was confused for a second. So here still the long-term level that we need to overcome to be extremely bullish here in the long term is the 200 moving average, currently trading at around $110,000. On the way up, we have of course the golden ratio and the 0.5 level. These will be the first early indications that we are ready to attempt to break above that moving average here, because the good thing is, in the prior bull runs, we never stayed for an extensive amount of time below the 200 moving average. So I showed you this here the other day, where we broke below that. So if you take this breakdown until we came back up here with an inverse head and shoulders, that took 28th of March, basically a month. So we are here now a week roughly below that. Yeah, not even a week, it's 5 days now. Yeah, but this can take another week in my opinion before we come here back up and reclaim the 200 moving average, and then we would have been 2 weeks below that, which is absolutely fine and no issue at all. And it happens from time to time in bull runs that you actually break below the 200 and then get a reclaim for continuation. Now on the 4-hourly time frame here, a really important level to watch currently. We were yesterday already above that, and we need to see here more follow through. In the best case scenario with the current or the following 4-hourly candle, that is this downward sloping trend line that is still having a grip on us and holding price down. So once we're getting here another push to the upside above this trend line, I can confirm a green candle breakout above that level. That's it. That is the confirmation that you need to enter a long position, in my opinion. So you can, so let me actually mark this out here. Here, that will be the earliest confirmation sign for me to get into a trade, $102,400, $500 approximately, for really simple reasons. This was here in the past support until we broke support here and then confirmed resistance, broke this again into support, and then yesterday again back into resistance, confirmed resistance. So once we're closing a candle above that level here, we should be ready for continuation, at least to $106,000, and from there we're going to reassess the situation and evaluate for higher price targets, or if we stall there a little bit before we get continuation into higher levels. Just want to check here something really quick. Okay, guys, smash up the like button. More people need to see the stream. The more people like this, the stream, the more people will come here. So I would appreciate if every single time everybody that comes in would go and smash the like button, because it helps with the algorithm to push it out to more people. So here on the 4-hourly chart, you can clearly see why we are not moving higher currently. And this is because we are sitting here below a short-term resistance of $103,400 to $102,300 approximately. So this is like a $1,000 range. But we are also consolidating. So you can make the case here for a bull pennant. Whoa. So, and here with the bull pennant, the breakout target would be exactly $106,200, so which would be the upper side of the overall parallel downward sloping channel that we are trading in. So here a retest of the upper end of that would be also highly bullish for us here in the short term, because we would break $104,000, $105,000, most likely then see consolidation with then a break above that, and rinse and repeat that whole process. So let me get into here the next chart. So here on the liquidation, on the MDX Algo Scalp Gradients, that's what I wanted to say, MDX Algo Scalp Gradients. So here you can see we have now shaped that W pattern that I pointed out yesterday, and we bounce exactly also from the area that I had given you guys. Now that we see here a small rejection from the neckline is not really surprising, because it is now a key resistance area, the $104,000 level. But also the underlying support is where we are currently trading at. Here at $102,000, what is this? $101,500 is the underlying support level that is currently holding us afloat. As long as we are holding that level, I expect another retest of the upper range with a breakthrough, and then yeah, really strong volume supported continuation into higher levels. So if you're looking for a trade, there's two ways how I would go about this. Can either wait for a pullback back to $101,500, or a break of $102,600. So these are the two levels that I would be looking at for opening a new position from current price levels. Here. So let's say we come down here, then 104,000, actually 106,000 up here, right? Yeah, 106,000 would be done here. 5,000, what is this? 105,800 roughly. Your stop loss kinda can make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So here, 4% to the upside. If we, yeah, it looks like we are on the way down to touch that level here once again. $101,600 is the level that we need to touch here. From there, I would take the risk to enter a trade with that upside target here of 4%. And there you can go a little bit heavier on leverage, because we are only 1.34% having here of a stop loss. So here I would put, yeah, 20x would be for me absolutely here justified on a trade like that. Not more than that. So if you do more, that's up to you. But personally, more than 20 would be a little bit crazy. So if you want a trade with me and my private group together, guys, you know the drill. Sign up on Weex. They're happening all the trades that I'm doing. You get $400 absolutely for free just for signing up, binding your phone and your email address, downloading the app, and another $400 if you deposit $500. Plus that you get access here to the private group where we actually called ICP quite low, you know, and then explode to the upside. And there's more trades happening here. I sent right now roughly 1 or 2 trades per day, not more, and they're not guaranteed. If I don't think there is something happening, I'm not trading, you know, so don't nail me on that. Oh, you said 1 to 2 trades. No, I send trades when I see something. And I hand-told you from $500 to $10,000 in that group. We are right now around like $700-800 up, so you're not too late if you want to join this. Yeah, but do this on Weex. The whole process is described in the description below. And if you cannot reach me on Telegram, then send me a message on Twitter or an email at info@amcrypto.us. So here my Bitcoin trade on Weex is currently a little bit underwater, but I was up here yesterday already $6,000-7,000. But you see it's basically nothing here, 0.8% underwater. That's absolutely nothing. I need a little push here of like $100 and I'm back at break even. But what you can see here also is that range. So once that range breaks to the upside, it's gonna send hard. And that's basically what we are waiting for. So here, this is the current range. So yeah, here. So once we are breaking here the upper side at $2,100 approximately, we are going really quick back into way higher levels. And you can also see that here on the liquidation levels. So here there could be one more liquidity grab over the for the long positions that have just built up when we broke $100,000. But we would most likely only fish here $100,800, that specific level here, because there are some 100x long positions sitting. And then you see already to the upside, so let me actually extend this. The next target to the upside would be then here $104,500 based on the downward sloping resistance line and the 50 moving average. And then on from the liquidity perspective, the next over-leveraged long liquidity levels would be at $107,600 to $109,000 approximately, and then of course way higher. But here you see, for example, around $112,500, people start to take profit on their long positions. So, and they will keep increasing that the higher the price will now push back to the upside. So on the liquidation heat map, I'll go here. Was it a 2 weekly chart that I had earlier on look at? Let me see here. 2 weekly. Let's go to a weekly. Weekly. So here you see $100,800 would make some sense to take out here the underlying level, but not much more actually. So I don't see us coming back into like $98,000 to take out the liquidity that built all the way up down there. But here $105,600, that is definitely now a massive target, and we're gonna short squeeze into this once we're breaking here $104,700. So right now we are fishing a little bit of liquidity just below us. Maybe we move down here another $200-300 from current price. Where are we at? $200-300. Yeah, okay, $500. But then I see a reversal back here into the higher liquidity levels. So if I move then here into the 2 weekly chart, then you see here $112,000 basically is the highest concentrated area of liquidity just below our level here of $105,000-106,000. And here this will give us the fuel to go all the way up here. Now the Bitcoin dominance is finally breaking here down, exactly as I told you guys here so many times that I said, even if we break here above that, this will be just a fake out and we're gonna roll over and go down. And lo and behold, this is exactly what we are seeing here right now, which is amazing. So I'm a little bit upset that here today's candle is looking, in my perspective, too bullish, and that's bad for the Bitcoin dominance. Because what you want to see is that this kind of goes a little bit lower. But on the other hand, we need candles like that to get then potentially tomorrow a nice continuation candle into way lower levels. So here I'm waiting for that we are breaking below 59%. Let me actually draw here a line in 59%. Which is also the first major target here to the downside. So, and when you look at this, so if we break 59%, then we should get a juicy move here, like this, in direction of 57, and then way below that. The USDT dominance is also back into that support cluster here. So also here you want to see continuation to the downside. Luckily, we are putting in every day a lower high since that high here at 5.72% every single day, and today is definitely a significant one compared to all the other ones the other days. But we need here more red candles. So next week, I hope that we will be trading below 5.17% again and break this upward sloping trend line here, and that will also confirm then that we are ready to see here explosive moves in altcoins that we see already across the board. And I must say, without patting me too much on my shoulder, I have called every single day now the runner of the day. So Injective has now pulled back a little bit, but it was the top runner here until my afternoon, and then started pulling back, and now it's actually in the negative. The total free market cap is here back into that former support block of 944 billion to 178 billion dollars. So as long as we're closing within that, we should be also fine and get another pump here into higher levels. And also here, massive downward sloping trend line that we need to break. Oh wow. Come on. So there. This downward sloping trend line needs to be broken. Once we break that, also here, massive continuation into higher levels. Ethereum still in a W formation here, not completed yet. So we need here a move to $3,665. But that we are trading above that support area that that we have here for a really long time already, is a good sign. You can take a trade from here on Ethereum if you want. There's nothing wrong with that. If you were not able to catch that all the way down here, because we are talking here almost about a 10% move to the upside for Ethereum here in the next coming days. Solana hit here $165. Remember what I told you. I said if we are coming down here, expect that when we are breaking the downward sloping trend line, that we're gonna get here an explosive move to the upside. So here, this downward sloping trend line. Lo and behold, we got this explosive move straight into $165, where I told you around these levels I would start taking some profits here, because I knew that we would reject from there and then we turn around and go back to the upside. So here, unfortunately, unless you traded manually, you would have missed here. So with limit orders, like me personally, I did miss that. Here the entry level, because I said here 149 was the level that I had given here. So, and we missed this by like 50 cents, so which is crazy, you know. So but sometimes it is what it is, you know. You miss sometimes a move like this by just a couple of cents. So but from the trend line you could have still traded this and would have made a little bit of money here into that resistance of like almost a 5% move. That would have been still fine. So now that underlying level here should act again as support when we come down, $147, and that would be the next level where I would be looking for a long back to $168. So which is a 7.462% move with a stop loss here at that breakout candle, maybe a little bit lower. Yeah, stop loss at 100. Let's make it 52. Yeah, $52.9 is where I would set the stop loss. And then if it gets activated, then the golden ratio would be the technical target. So then here Dash right now, Dash is selling off like crazy, which is actually a good thing, because it was on a massive run to the upside. So here to see here a drop like this is absolutely healthy, and it looks like that we are about to bottom out. So, and we are also currently sitting at a key support area. I just see this. Let me see on a daily chart. Come on, switch. Need to see this on a daily chart. I hate the internet sometimes here. Come on. Whoa. Why is it not? Okay, there we go, so there, boom, that's what I was looking for. There. So you understand why this is such a massive support level, because here in the past this was the level where we always rejected from. So here we broke that level, here we got close to it, did not break it. So, and here now we got a crazy break above that, and also here on the daily chart, currently you see here a bounce from there. So if we can close above that level today, that might be a good area to open a new long position. Actually, that 4-hourly close might be already the moment where you want to do that, because the RSI is turning around. Stochastic here on the bottom also putting in a buy signal. Only the MACD is still extremely bearish, and that could be the only problem that I see here. But otherwise, this would be my trading setup to trade this back to like $100 from where it is right now. A 27% move almost. Here, stop loss slightly below the previous 4-hourly candle. That's a 5% stop loss. Risk to reward is definitely fine. Yeah, but not too much leverage, guys. You know, I would potentially not even use leverage for a move like that, because it's like a 27% move to the upside. So if you would use leverage, I would maybe use like 2x, 3x maximum. So then Injective is one that I want to talk about, because it was looking really, really good today. But now it might be still overextended. Yeah, so here, remember when I said yesterday, wait for this break, it's downward sloping trend line, it broke and straight sent into, yeah, almost $9. You know, it went even higher than here, the 0.786 level. So I was trading this earlier. I'm again in a trade, but now I'm trapped because I entered kind of like here. So almost, yeah, I almost longed the top basically, and a dollar cost average already down. But I'm confident that this will turn around here soon. On the higher time frames, especially on the weekly, this is still super oversold. See here, the RSI is about to turn around. The stochastic RSI about to print a buy signal tomorrow, and the MACD also slightly turning around here. So overall, as long as we're holding the golden ratio here at above $7.52, this should be turning around here in the next coming days, and that's why I'm holding on to that trade. But here on the shorter time frames, if you look for an entry, $7.52 might be the level that you're looking at, or a break of this downward sloping trend line here once again. But look at this here. The stochastic is completely flatlining on the 1-hourly chart. The RSI might be showing soon here bullish divergence. Not yet, but potentially soon. And yeah, then you get here a nice break above that trend line, and it might send straight back to $8.20. So from current price levels, that's like a 5% move. $8.22 here, almost an 8% move to the upside. So, and also don't want to forget this, we are technically forming here a falling wedge pattern, that or again a bull pennant, whatever you want to call that, you know. So you can make a case here for a bull flag, a bull pennant, but it needs to break out, and then the target would be $9.80 roughly. Then ICP is a beast, is a real beast. I think ICP is still not done running, because also here on the 1-hourly chart, I see the same thing. And then we talk about Zcash. So here, it might come a little bit lower to like $8, which is like also a 5% move to the downside. But if it can hold here $8.45 and just consolidates above that, here with the 4-hourly chart coming down, then this is going to send from there straight back to the upside. So here, I'm actually not that sure. Let me actually just change the color from this here. Whoa, what is happening? Ah, there. What's the text? It's like, what's going on here? So here, I would take my chances between $8.26 and $8.43 for a trade back to the upside. So if, and that's a big if, and then here golden ratio $10.67. So if you get stopped out here, which is definitely possible, then the next level where I would be looking for a long would be $7.86. So here, so if the price goes lower, then $7.86 is the next level that I would be looking at. So these are the two setups. So again, easy to understand. If you get stopped out of this one here as number one, you take trade number two. Remember, trading is a game of probabilities. The more times you try, the more likely you're going to succeed. And both setups are absolutely valid, you know. So the thing is, this one here, this one over here, is a little bit more aggressive than this one, because I want to make sure that you guys have a chance to get into this and trade to the upside. So, but regardless, either one of them will play out, and whichever comes first, you know. So, or if it happens that you get stopped out on this one here, then you can make it all back with this one. So in here, the entry, I just want to give you the entry level, $8.28 roughly to $8.43, and below $7.89 is the exact level. now near is another one that you should keep your eye on. So here on the 4-hourly chart, the RSI is not looking pretty. Yeah, it's not really looking in a good shape right now. The stochastic is looking good. The MACD is looking good. The 1-hourly things look way different. Here the RSI is now slightly turning around, but here you have the stochastic printing a sell signal because of that bearish engulfing candle. But the MACD is looking indecisive. So here, the lower time frames, I believe the lower time frames will propel price back to the upside, because here on the 50 minutes time frame, price wants to turn around on the RSI. Same with the stochastic RSI, and the MACD is not that extremely bearish. So here, again, same thing. Watch the downward sloping trend line. Once that trend line breaks at $2, what is this? $2.93.94. It will send to $3.52 within a day or two. So it made today already a crazy move. And also yesterday, and I expect here another crazy move in the coming hours, because also here on the weekly chart, still massively underperforming. So now, of course, yesterday and today's price action changed the trajectory a little bit. Yeah, but still, in my opinion, underperforming. This still needs to go much, much higher than where it is currently. So let me have a look here at Zcash. So I'm here 25 minutes right now. ICP, and let's go here, Zcash. Whoa, Zen is, wow. Zen is toast. So Zcash. Oh wow, it broke below support. So the golden ratio here on the 4-hourly chart is now a major bounce level. So that would be my area where I would be looking for a new long position here at $512, $500, because here that cluster over here did not hold at all. So, and here on the 4-hourly chart looks like it is ready soon to turn around, most likely with the next 4-hourly candle. So that's why I would wait, set limit orders between $515 to $500. That's a 3% range, a really small spread, where I expect that this is going to bounce back and potentially runs into new all-time high. New all-time high. I would give that like 10-14 days. I can do quick SUI. So just want to give here, wait, trade setup. So I think it will go higher. I think here $968 would be my target. Whoa, come back down. Yeah, just below golden ratio would be my stop loss. So here, this is a crazy trade. So this is 87% trade. So again, you don't need crazy leverage on a trade like that. You know, you put 5x leverage on that and you make almost 500%. You know, so okay, 450% on that trade here. And you can go in with size, which is really nice, you know. So, and if it goes against you, you lose 25% of the money that you put in. But the risk to reward is insane on this. So then I said SUI. SUI is on the other one. So, but I think, yeah, Bitcoin is pulling back. It's fishing for the liquidity. I think SUI is also massively oversold on the weekly. Yeah, on the weekly, massively oversold. Might still need a week. Yeah, but between now and next week is where I would start building my position here for a massive reversal back above $3 for SUI. So I think this is going also to send really hard. Either this month or next month, you're gonna see here a massive candle to the upside, like something like over here, like this candle is what I expect from SUI. And that was how much? Yeah, that was like a 75%, 78% move in a single week. I expect a move like that for SUI here pretty soon. So, and it looks like that it would be not a bad idea by tomorrow or like in the next 4 or 5 days to start building your position here and get a good entry before it starts moving like 20-30% in a matter of like a couple of days. Guys, we're almost here at 30 minutes again, so I'm gonna run because I have some other stuff that I still need to film, also need to eat. So thank you so much for tuning in here once again, and don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you with more money